Hello, everybody. Good afternoon this afternoon, and welcome to the third day of the Proactive Parents Conference. We are having a bit of technical issues today, and many of the things that are in our setting will also change, but that won't stop us from going ahead in the conference and doing all of the things that we are meant to do in this conference. So welcome everybody, and thank you for being part of this conference. My name is Ijoma Vivian Ani, and I'm the founder of the Proactive Parents Academy and the convener of this conference. Today is day 3, and our speaker will soon be here. But before she gets in here, we will read a bit of her bio. This is someone that you all like to be part of her session. You don't want to miss this session because it's going to be so impactful and so enlightening. So if you're here already, share the link with everyone in your family, with your family, Sorry, today, like I said, our setting, we're having some technical issues, and we won't be able to read the bio on the screen with the way we usually do, or we've done in the past few days. We'll be reading out her bio now so that it won't encroach in her time. Our speaker today is Ronke Adeniyi, popularly called Ronke Posh. Ronke Posh is a fun-loving, energetic, and enthusiastic lady, a lover of God, a wife, and a mom. She holds a BSc in biochemistry from the Queen Mary University of London and a master's degree in business administration from the University of Hull in the United Kingdom. Ronke Posh also is a certified and experienced Montessori directress. She received her training from the Modern Montessori Institute in London and holds a postgraduate diploma in education. Ronke Posh has vast experiences in the banking, telecommunications, education, and children's entertainment sectors. She owns the best preschool and primary school in Ikoyi, Lagos, Nigeria, called Lee Posh School. Ronke Posh is also a parenting practitioner, a certified family life therapist, and a practitioner of neuro-linguistics programming (NLP). She runs training courses online and offline, and she's also a public speaker. Ronke Posh has been featured on many platforms such as NTA, TVC, TVC Plus, and many other platforms where she has also been featured. Ladies and gentlemen, make welcome our guest, Ronke Posh. We'll be bringing her in a moment. I think the network has also booted her out again. When she comes in here, we'll bring her in again, and then the session will start officially. Thank you for being here. So if you've not shared the link with everyone around you, please do. And before she gets in here, let us also tell you about the Proactive Parents Conference. The Proactive Parents Conference is a platform we use to reach out to parents of young children, to impact them, to equip them, and to also enlighten and give information, teach parents of young children on how to be proactive with their children, on how to lead their children amidst the rot in the society, with with values that are sustainable for the world they are going to be living in. And so the Proactive Parents Conference is that platform that we use every year to impact parents of young children and create awareness, reawaken the awareness of parents of young children so that they can be part and parcel of their child's and children's life journey by the impact and the influence they're going to be making in their children. That's what we do with the conference. And after the conference, we also, create awareness through the conference. In part of the things we do is to hold you accountable to be able to execute, implement all of the things you've read, or you've learned in the conference. Many of the things that we'll be sharing in this conference is going to overwhelm many of us, or is going to make us, not knowing exactly where to start from or where to begin, because you're going to be having access to so much knowledge and access to so much, informations and impact that will transform you. But then the challenge is, how do we implement all of those things in our day-to-day living with our children? So our guest is here and we'll be bringing her in a minute. So ladies and gentlemen, make welcome Ronke Posh. Ma, can you hear me?
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hello, Vivian.
Welcome, Ma. We're having a bit of technical issues with our system down here, and we don't want it to affect what we have today. So we have gone ahead to start. We have read your profile, and we are just here waiting for you. Some people have also joined before you came. So the floor is yours, and you can take it up from here. The next time you see us, then it will be your time for rounding up. Thank you, Ma.
Okay. All right. So, good afternoon, everyone, and thanks for putting this together, Vivian. Thank you for being here, everyone, and to all that will be listening to the replay. Thank you. So, my name is Ronke Adeniyi. I understand my bio has been read already, and I'm been invited to talk about the role of education or educators in curbing the menace in society. So, and I was just with my daughter here, and we were just having a chat about it, and she said, "What menace, really?" And I started to think about antisocial behaviors, and even things that are beyond antisocial behavior, like ritual killing that is very common in Nigeria, Yahoo, which is fraud that very prevalent amongst our youth. There are other things that they do. There's a lot of stealing, and now we have a lot of kidnapping. So I don't even want to call those sort of things antisocial behaviors. They're just way beyond antisocial behavior, but they are all ills in society. And I've been asked to answer that question or talk about it. Can education and educators, can they help to curb these sort of things that are happening in our society? And to a significant extent, I will say yes, that education, if done properly, can actually curb the menace in society. If not to zero, at least to a significantly low percentage. Educators themselves, they can make a change, they can make a difference in society if they can get together and work together in the best interest of the nation, of our country, Nigeria. So what can I do and what can you do as an educator? So education generally, we know that it's important for nation development. We know that it's important for people to even get simple things like jobs. Getting a job as an when you go to school, you are supposed to be employable. Now, the case is not necessarily that's not necessarily the truth these days. Character development. A lot of children go to school and they come out worse than they actually went to the school. So it actually depends on the school, the values of the school. What are the things that are happening in that school? So the fact that a child is in school does not mean that there will not be antisocial behavior. We know many schools that there's a lot of cultism happening there. There's a lot of killing, violence happening, abuse, rape, so many things, bullying happening in schools. So because it is an institution, it doesn't mean that it's going to be devoid of antisocial behavior. So why do we have this sort of things happening in the schools? And a lot of the times is because the attention is not being paid to those schools. They're not upholding their values. And a lot of the educators that are in those schools are not there because they're passionate about what they are doing, because they necessarily love the children or they love their jobs. That's not always the case. So they will look away. And also, you find that a lot of teachers have been given education as a degree, as a course to study. So whether they like it or not, they have to study it because it has been allocated to them. So some of them will fall in love with education on the way, but many of them just bear with it until they can find something else. And as a result, you see that they don't put in their best interest. They don't put in their best effort into the job. Where we can mold children, where we can shape them, we can build their character, their self-esteem, create good values for them to stick by. All these things are failing in many organizations. They're failing in many institutions. So you find that children do whatever they want, and a lot of educators will turn a blind eye. And even where you have educators that are willing to actually help, they're unpaid, they're not paid very well, or even unpaid, rightly so. We have, ASU is on strike, money is the issue. We also have many other schools that the teachers don't get paid for months. So they're demotivated and not encouraged. They're jumping from one place to the other. It's just not working out. So it's a vicious cycle. It's a really vicious cycle. We also have issues where you have educators trying to do their best, and then you have the parents who are not willing to allow educators to talk to their children, to discipline their children. And when I talk about discipline, I'm not talking about corporal punishment. I'm talking about your simple tasks to do when a child errs. Many parents now want their children to be untouchable. And when I say untouchable, it's not a physical touch I'm talking about. It's like, they don't touch my child, don't discipline my child, don't talk to my child. My child can do anything and get away with it. We've had cases of pupils erring and doing stuff that are wrong, and you find that the head of school will ask the teacher to go and apologize to the pupils. These sort of antisocial behaviors, and in fact, this sort of thinking things tend to happen a lot, but not solely in schools where a lot of the people have a higher social status in the society. Not to say that that's the only place that those sort of things happen. So a school, an educator can help a child to focus. A lot of the children that are wandering the streets now, a lot of them that are involved in Yahoo, they're not encouraged because they're not getting jobs. So the job creation also has to be there. You find that a lot of them they don't have anything to do with their time. Even when they're in school, the lecturers are not there, the equipment is not there. What they need to drive them, the libraries are not well equipped. There's really nothing in terms of research and development, creativity, innovation. So they're not encouraged at all to do things that are right. They're not encouraged to put in their best effort. There's nothing there in school to keep them there. So before you know what's happening, they're joining cults, they're stealing, they're doing things that they shouldn't be doing. And so we need to continue to believe and encourage, and I don't even know if encourage is the word, but our government really needs to step up to ensure that our children and our schools rather are well equipped. There are many schools that don't even have chairs and tables. It's as simple as that. There are many schools that don't have chairs and tables, not to talk of books, functional toilets, boards, computers, laptops. So the facilities are just not there. So we're throwing the children or asking them to go to school to do what? So if we can narrow all those things down, if we can stick to those values, if parents can also be available, because you find that a lot of parents always assume that it's the role of the school to get everything right when it comes to their children, but it's a collaboration. They are to work hand in hand, to work side by side with the school to ensure that the best the best is what we get from every single child. So um a school is an agent of socialization. Children come there, they make friends, they interact with people of like minds, they learn how to live, how to act, how to behave, or they're supposed to. That's what is supposed to be happening in schools. So if these things are done properly, and I understand that it's not clear cut that every child will go to school and they are doing their best in the school and the child will turn out all right. There are always exceptions to the norm. But at least if we can get these schools run properly with the right functional systems and values and a vision for the school, then we would find that we can actually raise great citizens. We can have youth that behave well. We can have youth that are patriotic, because another thing you learn in school is patriotism. Um, People are loyal. They learn how to be loyal to their communities, to their countries. Very, very important. Now, the mindset is something that I need to talk about because, like I've said earlier, there are many educators and a lot of them are not just there when it comes to um, delivering the best and giving the best to these children. How can we have a mindset change about schools? You see, we see a lot of celebrities, yeah, breedies all around, and a lot of them will come on social media and portray this life that they are minting it, they are making a significant amount of money. So it doesn't encourage those youth and the younger generation to bother with school. They look at all these people that are just on social media, going on TV, and they are making it, hammering, and they wonder, is school really, really worth it? There's a BB one going on of a significant amount of money. But when you have education debates or competitions generally, you find that they are often very low paid. Some of them are at like 5,000 naira, 10,000 naira, maybe if it's high, maybe 50,000 naira. So you find that that is not even encouraging for anybody. When you know that you can go and do a significantly less on your own and get rewarded a lot more. I hope you're following what I'm saying. So we need to ensure that we are putting and investing ourselves, our funds, our money in the right places. If we're doing that as educators, as a government, leading the people, if they can fund education, you'll find definitely that a lot of these antisocial behaviors will be curbed. That's basically what I have to tell you today in terms of curbing the menace in society. I've done just under 20 minutes, and I know that I've been given 45, but I've exhausted myself. I won't want to repeat myself over and over again. So I hope that Vivian is online. If there are any questions, if people have questions for me, I'll be more than happy to answer them. Thank you.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Thank you so much, Ma. Thank you. Um,
You're
I'm
welcome.
reading through the I'm reading through the comments, and I've not seen questions. I'm seeing comments like government need to step up and help us. Schools are not running properly. Okay, they are not really questions, they are comments. you know,
Comment, yeah.
affirming, yes, affirming what you said. Yeah, I can still see them. They are coming, but then they are not questions.
That's fine.
Okay. Okay. So thank you so much, Ma. We are
Thank you
grateful
for
to have
inviting
you.
me.
Thank you so much. Your session was short, simple, and concise. Very concise. I hope educators out there will also listen to this and see how they can also put in their best to curb this menace, because it is getting worse every day. The government
Absolutely.
may, yeah, the government will also get to hear this if we are doing our part. But when we drop the ball on the children's head, it's going to, create more danger and even get worse than it is today. So thank you so much. Since we don't have any question, we know you're stressed out already. You're in your car, but you just needed to do this for us. We are grateful. Thank you so much. Thank you so very much. So since we don't have any question, um, we can also bring our question to you back so that you can give us the feedback if people watch the replay and may have questions on this session. But in
No
the
problem.
absence of those questions now, we can also let you go so you can also have your rest. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for the invitation and well done with what you're doing.
Thank you, Ma.
Have a good afternoon.
So, people, this is the end of the first session. If you have watched this session, you will know that this is concise, simple, impactful, and very informative. So it is left for us to create the awareness. Let everybody in your circle know that this is happening. That's the only way we can reach the government. The government may never hear us if we don't create awareness among ourselves in our social media handles. That's the only way we can air our voice to what is happening in the society today. The government may never see them because they turn their eyes the other way. But you and I, who are in the society, mingling with these people, know that we are in a very big mess. So it is important that we share this message everywhere across your social media handles. Let everybody know that something is happening and parents are getting impacted. Parents are getting equipped on how to help their children become very proactive with their life and their children's life. So, having said that, we are scrolling on the down. I don't know if you can see the screen. There are messages that we have scrolling down the screen. And one of the messages is about the Build Your Home Tribe. Build Your Home Tribe is an accountability section where we break those things down in our day-to-day living. We hold you accountable to live your life daily as a parent with your children. Without having this breakdown, you may never get into the process of raising your children, because all of the information you'll be getting will overwhelm you. You won't even know how to begin, like we said yesterday. And so, if you're listening to me now, you will want to be part of this accountability section called the Build Your Home Tribe. Is a tribe of parents who believe that we need to be intentional, we need to be conscious, deliberate, and proactive in the time we live in. And so, the number to chat about inquiries on the Build Your Home Tribe is on the screen. You can send a chat to that number and you'll get details about how to sign up to be part of Build Your Home Tribe. It's an annual program that runs annually in 6 levels for parents of young children that have children between 0 to 12. So if you want to be part of that program, see the number on the screen and send a chat to be part of that program. If you're also in the conference group and all of our social media platforms, our community, the Telegram channel, and every other place, every other social media on the Instagram and everywhere, you will see that we share all of the informations about the Build Your Home Tribe in the group. So if you're in the group, you're going to be hearing more about that, and you're going to be having information on how to sign up and be part of this program. Because right now we have opened up registration for the next cohort that starts January 2023 and runs till December 2023. Yeah, January 2023 to December, yes, 2023. So you want to be part of that program, you'll need to sign up and get details on how to be part of it. So the next session will be coming up in a moment, not really in a moment, in an hour's time, and you will want to get in here in an hour's time. I said earlier that we're having itches with our technical um, plans here, and so we didn't have to put up many of the things we've been putting up, in the beginning from the first day of the session. But that's not going to stop us from doing what we're doing. We are going ahead to do what we're meant to do, because the assignment is even bigger than us. It is not about me. It's not about the Proactive Parents Academy. It's about the sender. So we're going to be continuing in our sessions despite the hitches we have on ground that is affecting the things, the technical issues, the light and everything that is interrupting our messages, today. But that notwithstanding, we are going ahead to be doing all of these things. In the next 1 hour, the next speaker will be coming, and you'll be glad to be part of it. In fact, that session is going to be mind-blowing, because it's going to help parents to realize the inspiration and the resources they need to give their children as they learn daily. Learning style is one of the difficult things we encounter as parents of young children. So you cannot discipline a child that you do not even know how the child learns. You cannot teach a child that you don't know how he or she learns. The next session is going to break it down for us, and we're going to be getting impact on that session. So thank you for being here, and I will see you again in the next 1 hour. Please share the link, subscribe to this channel. If you do not subscribe, you'll be having hitches to watch the sessions as we proceed. So try and subscribe, and then share the link with everyone in your circle. Let people know that something is happening here for parents, and they need to get in here to get the transformation that we are all getting. Thank you for being here again. We'll see you again in the next session. God bless you.